Hey everybody, welcome to Visual Communication and Media. My name's Adam Rozeski. It's a pleasure to see each and every one of you. So excited. We've reached the halfway point of the class, I believe. Right at the end of week 3, just give everybody a heads up, I graded your papers. Most presentations were pretty good. Overall, assignments were good this week, so nicely done. If you have any questions, please let me know. Other than that, let's get into what's left for this week. So do keep in mind you have your reply post due tomorrow night for the second half of your discussion assignment. And then you also have your written assignment week 3 due on Sunday and live lecture as well. Keep in mind 1 to 2 sentences of what was the lecture about with detail, and if you had any feedback about the lecture. Other than that, that's pretty much it. So let's get into it. Let's talk about the last part. So perception, as we get into semiotics, it's important to talk about logos and their importance and how they kind of tie into symbols and how they can bring in their own personality and their own culture into it. So let's get into it, and that's going to really help you out with your assignments this week, especially with the written assignment. This is going to help out. So logos are interesting. So logos are a visual representation of the product or company. They must have to be simple, easy to understand. They also need to translate in size. So it has to look the same as the small compared to its really big. And it has to directly correlate to the experience. For example, when we take a look at the Target logo, it's a big bullseye, so it relates to, oh, this is the target for everybody's place to find something. So that's where that's what Target wants to be. Same thing with Nike. It uses the Greek symbol for athleticism. It ties into athletes and they sell athletic clothing. So it directly correlates to what they're selling. And a lot of times when you're building logos, you have to consider the font style and format. It always has to be considered, including the cultural elements, because you don't want to offend. Because logos have to be pretty much iconic and similar to the location. They're technically like icons in a way, but also they have some symbolicism to them as well. They have to work across multiple cultures, so you have to be careful about that. All right. Now, there's 7 different types of logos. There's the abstract mark, where it doesn't really correlate to the experience at all, but it means that company specifically, and that's Pepsi. Pepsi's like one of those things. I don't really know where they got their image from. I need to do some research on that, but it's a very abstract logo that wouldn't resemble a soda at all or a soda company. But that's the logo they go with. That's abstract. There's also mascot logos where you have the mascot of the franchise there. For example, KFC, you have the Colonel, very specific. We'll pass the combination mark in a minute, but you also have emblem logos. Emblem logos are very traditional. They represent heraldry. They also represent big-time organizations and companies, and also very big institutions and departments. And, for example, this is Harvard's logo. It's a shield with a wreath with Harvard on the bottom, but it also has the letters Veritas in books split up. That's the Latin word for truth. So that's Harvard's motto, and that's what they want to be known for. So that's their logo specifically for that school. Now, you also have letter marks. Letter marks are very interesting. They're acronyms that are built out as the logo, but they can be much bigger, much like NASA, where NASA is the National Administration Space Association. That is the actual name of the organization, but they create it into an acronym and build the logo from it, and that's a letter mark. You also have pictorial marks, where an image that is the metaphor for the company is the picture as well. For example, Apple. Apple makes Apple computers, but they have an apple right there as their logo. That's what is related to it. So they use a picture to relate to what the company is overall, at least to the name of it or to the experience. And then finally you have word marks. Word marks are very simple. It's just the name of the company spelled out. Note, your company's name has to be like pretty simple. You don't want to have a really long name using a word mark. Obviously, then you want to go to a letter mark if you choose that way. Word marks are very simple. Just for example, Coca-Cola, that's a word mark. Google, that's a word mark. Very simple, easy. Those are those are logos in on themselves well. And finally, you have combination marks, the one we skipped, much like Burger King. So Burger King's an abstract mark along with a word mark as well. You have the word Burger King in the middle as a patty of meat with the buns across of it, using those abstract shapes to create that metaphoric look. That's combination right there. They're using two different styles of logos to really make it as to one. And that's pretty much the different type of logos you run into. And this is going to help you understand logos and the differences in how they're utilized with the visuals they try to bring out when you take a look at it for your assignment this week. So that should help you overall. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Just want to check in, let you know everything's kind of getting updated and go from there. But that's all I got. So be safe, have fun, enjoy. Hope everybody's having a great weekend. Please be safe on your Memorial weekend. I'll have everything posted for your next week on Monday. Other than that, that's all I got. Be safe, have fun, enjoy. Take it easy. Bye-bye.